Hey guys, Tyson here with another Thick Boy Breakdown, and after 2 weeks of crying myself to sleep and having nightmares, I'm finally ready to talk about the Justin Gaethje versus Ilia Topuria fight. First off, I want to give Justin Gaethje his credit. Him and Trevor Whitman, his coach, were on Joe Rogan talking about a lot of the tactics they use, timing the step, all these things. And, one thing about Justin Gaethje, I think he learned his lesson years ago that you can't just come in and bully people. He lost a lot of fights and then he became a technician. And what I want to talk about is how, even though I got to give Justin his credit, I still believe Ilia Topuria is the better fighter. Just came with a terrible game plan. If you look at Ilia Topuria's earlier career, I think he still has more submissions and was more of a grappler most of his career. And then he got to the UFC, started knocking people out. And what we saw was a guy who forgot how he got there. The fight I tell my fighters to watch all the time, because you rarely get to see 25 minutes of a guy like Ilia fight because he's finishing everybody, is him versus Josh Emmett. That is, to me, one of his best performances because, like I said, you get to see 25 minutes of how he really breaks guys down, his defensive tactics, footwork, head movement. It's a masterclass. And if you look at the difference between his game plan in that fight, this is before he's famous. This is before he's rich. This is when Josh Emmett was knocking people's heads off. Huge 145er. The respect he had showed, and I think he performed much better because of it. Whereas with the Justin Gaethje fight, a lot of people didn't think Justin was going to make it this far. They thought the Patty fight was luck because Patty wasn't deserving. And Ilia fought like it. No knock to what Trevor Whitman was talking about, but I don't believe that same game plan is as effective against the Ilia Topuria that fought Josh Emmett. If you look at the lack of head movement and the reliance on that shoulder roll, and yes, he uses the shoulder roll a lot in the Josh Emmett fight, but he used it with footwork. He was not walking Josh Emmett down, absorbing jabs. He was very respectful of Josh Emmett. I think that had to do with fear. And sometimes when you are fearful, you fight better out of respect. He had no fear of Justin Gaethje. Another problem I had is, like I said, guy I think still has one more submission than his knockout in the UFC, black belt, dominant in that second round, and did not come out with the third round for the takedown. So the biggest thing I took away from this fight for me was lack of game playing and a lack of ability to adjust. In that third round, I think he should have went for the takedown. It was clear he was the better grappler, and I just don't know if his corner, his coach, had the ability to get him to listen to him and have a real game plan when things went left, where Trevor Whitman has that type of ability with Justin Gaethje. So great fight. Both fights, I think, are something people should study as a lesson. Not only the great things that Justin Gaethje did, but a lot of the things that Ilia Topuria did wrong. And just go back and look at that Josh Emmett fight, and nobody's convinced me that Justin Gaethje beats that version of Ilia Topuria.